Hello guys and welcome back to Rule the Waves 3. We're at war with Italy again. America's at war with them too, but they're not allied with us. This is our first fight against them. And we have a support force made up of some pre-dreads and old destroyers that's been fighting some enemy forces. Not related to our objective, which is actually a bombardment down here. We went to go support them, and we've had our first casualty of our new destroyer force, the Dindara, who had a collision with the Strader. They were in a screen formation and they just rammed each other. So that's great. But they're about to lose a destroyer of their own. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a pretty, I don't know what this does. A pretty unimportant one. Keep saying enemy aircrafts approaching, but I don't think it actually really matters that much. They do have more destroyers over here. I'm keeping an eye on. Let's do slow. Apparently there's planes here. 5 enemy S-level bomb DD Python. So the Python just got bombed by planes. I don't know where these fucking planes are coming from. It says there's only an airship base over here. There's no air base. So I don't know where that's coming from. Might be coming from down here. I'm not sure. But let's speed up a little bit. Let's turn a little bit. And turn up. We want to kind of keep up the speed without becoming a sitting duck for these enemy destroyers here. Eventually these guys are going to get far enough away that I'm not going to bother, but the main threat to a bunch of pre-dreads is going to be destroyers. You can actually see our health, so we've taken some damage already. I'm not entirely sure how. I think this thing that's dead is just shooting back or something. That collision was fucking great. Naturally. Wouldn't it be funny if they just collided with us again? Wouldn't that be so funny? This one's kind of getting stuck. So I'm going to go after it. This one's on fire, heavy damage. It's like totally sinking. This boy here is all just kinds of fucked. Oh, he stopped moving. He stopped moving. Heavy damage. There's still another destroyer down here, but let's unleash into this one a little bit more. Heavy damage or not. We got a bunch of 6-inch guns on these light cruisers. Damage control's taking care of the light cruisers pretty well. Let's flip back around. And then from there, south, 2nd Destroyer Division being approached. Yeah, the enemy air is all just going over here. And here's a bunch of the rest of their ships. They're actually kind of coming towards me at this point. Ooh, oh no, okay. Some planes are over here. I think these are mine? Yeah. I have a little bit of anti-air on these things, but I don't know. I don't know how much damage they could realistically do. So that sank. This is on the verge of sinking, probably. We'll just head down past it. Max speed is still not that great. We've taken some... I don't know what actually happened to cause the max speed to shrink, but we're getting a lot of hits in. Those pre-dreads are chasing down that cruiser force, their destroyers and all. We've gotten 2 of these enemy destroyers here, so I'm happy with that. We are chugging up on time here for the mission. So, I'm just going to go, and we're going to take a chance to shoot at this destroyer. This one I'm pretty certain is dead. It's on fire, yeah. This one's heavy damage. We're just getting some easy shots into it. It's sinking. Okay, good. Great. And now we're just going to go around and actually go to our bombardment target, which is not showing right now, but it's down there. We're going to start making our way to our bombardment target. They're chasing us now, but the pre-dreads are chasing them. I'm not too concerned about that. I could always just order like a destroyer strike if I need to. I'm just going to run into the shore. So this is sinking. This other one is sinking. Okay, so we got some of their destroyers deadified. Now we just have to get our happy asses down to the objective. For that, we'll speed up. Now it's raining. Some merchant ships, at least a merchant ship was sunk by the pre-dread. Yeah, they're just chasing us now. If I order a flotilla attack, you're not going to be very happy with your decision to follow me. And you rammed into the shoreline. And you're turning around. Okay. Yep. Alright. Let's head close to the shore, where our ship's guns will be useful. And then the pre-dread, I've done what I can to help you. Here's the bombardment target. I don't know what it is though. It might just be a land battery. But I'm gonna get real close because we only have small guns. I don't know why they're having me do this with such tiny guns. Opens fire at land target. 6-inch gun? It might be a 6-inch gun. Max speed is still not too great. No, we're firing 6-inch guns at it. It is just a generic land target. Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. We're hitting it with our 6-inchers. We have to destroy it. Okay, mission accomplished. That was quick and easy. Nice. Now we can turn back around and see about this fight up here. Now that we've accomplished that, now that they're not expecting us to be here anymore, we'll go see if we find them. Max speed. We're not shooting, so let's just go max speed. We gotta get some more. I mean, the objective's good enough, but we just lost a destroyer. We gotta make up for that. I gotta buy another one to replace it. That'll be fun. My money actually got worse during wartime, just because we have so many, like, I don't know, ships, I guess. They cost more than maintenance when you get in wartime. We know where our support force is, so we're just gonna keep going straight up towards it at max speed. Oh wait, no, it's up here now. Around a friendly submarine. Not hearing any reports of any fighting. The visibility's a lot worse now due to the rain, so we could be pretty close to the enemies and not know it. And these markers are also just not the best. They're not the most reliable thing. Yeah, they're still just going north. The pre-dreads, our pre-dreads might be going back to port, actually. It feels like they might be. Which makes me wonder, where's the enemy force? Well, we'll see if we find him. Yeah, our support force has docked, so I'm just gonna speed this shit up. Main force is the straighter now. Oh, that's funny. This thing was pretty injured. It's still pretty injured. How do I see information on it again? Just right-click it and not the flag. It's got some flotation damage. Max speed. Let's put you on cruise speed. Get you back to port, because the support force went back to port. All the airships are just converging back home now. I think it's because they were, I don't know. Okay. Alright, let's see here. So we lost one destroyer, but that was from a collision. Some others got injured. They lost 2 destroyers, a land target. Oh, that's what LT means. Land target. They lost a submarine. That's really good. They lost aircraft. Oh shit, so they actually lost a lot of those planes, even though our anti-air capability is very minimal. And they lost a transport. So we came out like 3-1 for damage to enemy ships. So that's better. We also got a fuck ton of points from completing our objective. They completed theirs too, which was to have merchant ships survive, but it was worth less than ours. Both picked up some survivors. All in all, despite that loss of that ship, it was a major victory. It was a very clumsy victory, but their crews are not good. They all just came out of mothballs. Interrogation of enemy prisoners rescued during battle, giving us insights into their sub-tech. Oh, cool. 3 destroyers are commissioned to the Navy. Our sub has been sunk by enemy aircraft in the Mediterranean. Oh, what aircraft does that? I guess like anything can. Well, that's sad. We are building some mine-laying subs. Our corvette sank an enemy submarine in the Mediterranean. We are blockading the enemy all by ourselves. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Well, we don't even need prize rules then, but that might change soon, because they might just still be coming out of mothballs. 23 operational enemy subs, 2 friendly merchants sunk, 1 enemy merchant sunk. Oh god. Okay. France is not ready to join the war yet. Okay, we'll just give them the time they need. I don't want them getting mad at me. Tension with France is reduced on event answer. Good, 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 good. Because I want them to join this war. Okay, let's take a look at the map here. Americans are still not here. Yeah, we're blockading them. We have more blockade value. Might be due to our advantage, maybe. Do we have any advantages? Why is it like this? We have the same amount of dreads. They have more of this. The pre-dreads aren't worth shit, so I really don't know what that's about. I need to make another destroyer to make up for the Dinara. The new Dinara. The one that just got sunk. A lot of ships are about to finish building, so I'm not too worried about my money. I do know it said that some more destroyers are finishing, so I gotta get that all organized. Going into the next month, a armored cruiser of ours intercepted an Italian raider pretty far away by Egypt. I don't really know how well this is gonna go, but we'll go until we find something, because I don't have control until we do. Unknown ship sighted. There's the raider, which we probably don't have the speed to even keep up with, realistically. Let's turn to intercept it. And it's trying to get away from us. It's definitely faster than us. It's an enemy Pugila class. It's much newer than what we have. 4 9-inch guns, 10 7-inch, 16 3-inches. I don't know if our armored cruiser here stands a fucking chance, actually. This is way heavier and way better. This is like not even a good intercept to do. But their crews are bad. There's a big difference here. Their crews are bad. So if he'll fight me, then we'll fight him. Oh, it's about to be nighttime anyway. We're gonna lose sight of each other really quickly. My damage control is good though. His is not. He's in torp range, so we're more secondary heavy in terms of like 6-inch guns. They should have some decent range, I think. This is still over 5,000 yards. Wow. That's pretty far. Just torpedoes can hit pretty far. Ooh, we got hit in the engine room. That's not good. But we're unloading with ammo. And there goes nighttime. Now it's real nighttime. I don't know if we're going to find him again, but I'll let you know. Oh, the fucker started launching torpedoes at me. In the middle of the night. He just started brazenly launching. I think he might have done it before the nighttime rolled over. Still, I don't think we're going to find him again. Oh, I think we might have found him. I think we might have found him. He's behind me. Look at this. Hello. It's unidentified because it's so dark. It just ran away. We know where he was trying to go. There's no point chasing after him. He'll just torp me. So I just gotta keep going in the direction that he was headed, which was towards Crete here. Okay, we didn't find him again. We dealt some light damage. He didn't really damage us at all, so we got a little bit of points from that. And it was forced to scuttle at a neutral shore due to damage incurred in the battle. Okay, that's really good. Oh, it had run all the way away. It was like retreating. Forced to scuttle, that's good. So that's one less armored cruiser they have. 5 destroyers commissioned in the Navy? Okay. Holy mother of God. Italian raiders are attacking. My armored cruisers are stopping them. And we're still blockading the enemy. And I didn't put this at fleet support yet, like a dum-dum. But we are still blockading. So that's good. They're getting some of our merchants, but the blockade's worth way more. They're building corvettes, probably for ASW, maybe for minesweeping. I don't know. Let's get that on there now. I think we're still just going to be blockading them. Doesn't really show, like, hey, this guy's blockaded when I look here. 197, 263, yeah. We're blockading. I still don't understand how we're blockading. Where else could Italian ships be? If this is not all of them. This must be all of them, though. We're still only at war with them, but America's at war with them, too. So I'm imagining America will come help eventually. Maybe not help me, but come fight them anyway. They're mostly just built up on their coasts. All right, we have a coastal bombardment now. Still just us versus them. No force change possible. Light cruiser division at the head. Screened by some old destroyers and more old destroyers. Why do you keep sending me on coastal bombardments with light cruisers? I don't understand. But sure. Yeah, we'll roll. This isn't like a terrible force. It's very fast. It's very fast. We have a support group this time. No support forces this time. Okay. All right. And our target is... We know we've done this exact kind of thing before. All right. So we know where we're going. We have tons of time to get there. We'll just start cruising in that direction. All right. So we're nearing the coast and we see an unidentified enemy ship. We see our airships are telling us there's also destroyers to our northwest. This is apparently a transport vessel. If it is, then that bitch is gonna die. Because transports are easy money. And usually transports are a goal as well. Gotta remember, all of our destroyers right now as well, they're very old and bad. This does seem like an enemy destroyer. Alright, so that merchant class is already fucked up. I mean, just look at it. This appears to be a corvette up here. So I'm gonna turn towards it to go wipe it out. This merchant class has stopped moving, though I'm not even sure why. Let me put this on flotilla attack, because like with these kinds of enemies, yeah, just flotilla attack them. This corvette doesn't stand a chance. There is a destroyer up there. You're gonna get fucked up. That merchant sank. I didn't even know how much we damaged it or anything, but that merchant's sunk. We have plenty of time for the actual target bombardment. That corvette has heavy damage, and they have a destroyer up here as well. So, just gonna let that be heavily damaged for right now. Go target this destroyer. Gotta be careful with destroyers, though, because that's a pretty good angle to torpedo us. Medium damage, and it's on fire. Oh, I think it might be stopping. It's losing its speed dramatically. Heavy damage and on fire, and it's spinning in circles, and it's about to be really dark. Okay, it's dead. Let's spin around. And let's head towards the shoreline. Make our way to our objective. And anyone else that dares get in our way will die. Alright, so we are approaching the land target. Our destroyers are wisely moving away. We're approaching, firing 6-inch guns. Let's turn to get a better angle. The angle won't last very long. The bombardment target feels like it's firing back. Slow to a speed where we can better hit it. And then spin back around. This might just be a generic land target, actually. The destroyers are probably actually firing as well. I see the Strader there. Wait, do we have some new ones? The Strader was the one that had that collision. What group are you in, sir? No, this must be an old Strader, I think. No, this goes 33. Huh. Okay, I don't know how some new ones ended up here. Kind of had to ignore my divisions a little bit to get that going. Alright, bombardment target dead. I've sunk everything that I found. So I guess we just have to go back to port. Yep, let's go towards Spalato. And we'll see if anything happens along the way. Where the fuck are you going? Excuse me. Can I take control of you? No. Are you going to go into the enemy zone? No. Okay. I'm glad, because I'm pretty sure that works as a minefield. Alright, so let's see if we make it back. So we sunk 2 corvettes. It's funny, I only remember fighting one. Weird. We sunk a transport, and we destroyed a land target. That accomplished our objective. They had 3 surviving merchants, so that's where literally all their points came from. I don't think we took any damage at all, so that's pretty good as far as things go. Major victory, more prestige. That helps with unrest level as well if you do have any unrest. 3 destroyers commissioned, 11 corvettes finished their reconstruction. Enemy negotiated peace gaining disputed border areas. They already are trying to surrender to me. The war just started. Let's just pick the most hardline option. Yeah, mutually unacceptable demands. Our submarine been surprised and sunk by Italian Q-ship AMC. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, those AMCs. I guess as ASW, those AMCs can work pretty well, I guess. I don't know how Q-ships work, actually. I know you can use them as raiders, the AMCs. 2 ADVPs for blockade. Counting raider sinks 2 merchant ships. Yeah, but we're getting tons of stuff. France has joined the war. Oh, now we're gonna fuck them up. Oh, and America wants an alliance since we're both at war. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we get that alliance back with America. It might go away later, but yeah, dude. Nice, so we got the alliance back with America, although this could drag us into new wars, because they have very high tensions with Japan, but that won't affect a lot. That's entirely America's problem, not mine. The Americans still aren't here either. I think they might have been avoiding coming here because they don't have any bases, but now they have my bases that they can use, so they can come here, and the French are going to be able to be here as well. We got 2 new allies in the war at the same time, so even though we're already winning, we're just going to start winning even more. Money is doing well. Got a whole lot of shit we gotta organize all of a sudden. Yeah, I got all these new destroyers I have to assign. 3, there you go. At some point, I need to start replacing old ones. That's what's going to have to happen eventually. How many more are being built, actually? About a division's worth. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1 division and then the replacement for the Dindara. Okay. The last dreadnoughts already is just being built as well. 1 corvette is still being reconstructed. So all these guys exist to do trade protection. So even though this is an excessive amount of shit on trade protection, we're just going to toss them on there. I don't think we need any minesweepers because we're not running into mines. And we have minesweepers now anyway. If we do need more minesweepers, it'll be easy to pump out some 400-ton corvettes. And we have still 8 turns, 7 till the first one. Our mine-laying submarines are ready. So, our own sub-warfare won't start till then. Russia's down here for some reason. Russia, you're not in any wars, but you're allied with Italy. That's right, so you might join. But if you join, you're going to get blockaded too. I doubt, dude, well, if these guys are already here, they might make it here. But, oh yeah, most of their ships, are they just not in the fucking Baltic? They are, they're just mothballed. Still, they'd get blockaded pretty quickly by France. Either way, the Mediterranean's going to be fun, to say the least. There's a fleet battle that's going to happen up by our only airbase. That could be handy. Ooh. Definitely can't decline that. That's worth a lot of VPs. So what's happening here? Main force. Some of our dreads, backed up by our pre-dreads. A light cruiser force. We got screens of new destroyers. I don't know if these are new or old destroyers. And more destroyers. Hopefully all of them are the new ones. But if they're not, it's not too bad. Basically, the light cruisers, pre-dreads, and dreads all have their own screen. That's basically what we have here. Okay. There's no Frenchies, sadly. But they just joined the war. They're getting out of mothball. It's probably better this way anyway. Okay. Whew. Alright, we're making contact with the enemy now. They're coming into the range of our dreads. I have my light cruisers on support in the rear. The pre-dreads are lined up, but this is their view range, and their shooting range, as you can see, is not as good. We do have some Lloyd recons here. Yeah, so we're actually in range of all that. That's cool. I wonder... I don't think I can personally order airstrikes, but we're fighting actually near our one and only airbase. That's cool. Pre-dreads are in range with their main guns. The dreads are, of course, in range. The dreads are more about their guns. The dreads have... Yeah, oh, you can even see where they're pointing. That's cool. The dreads' big 12-inch guns. That's going to be, like, the main ticket here. I have the pre-dreads kind of trying to cut in front. Because, number one, they're pre-dreads and they suck. And number two, they're covered in secondaries. Absolutely covered in secondaries and tertiaries, and that's their main thing. We don't want to get the light cruisers too close to any of this. So, I'm not doing it. So we have airships and we have recon planes flying overhead. That's pretty sweet. They're turning away from our pre-dreads. Let's turn the pre-dreads away. No, the pre-dreads away. Thank you. To let the dreads catch up. We don't want their dreads getting too scared or anything. Yeah, the dreads, the pre-dreads are getting shot at. We need our dreads in front. They have the range. Our pre-dreads are gonna have to serve as more of a defensive force here to make sure we don't have any collisions. Yeah, they're coming back now. The pre-dreads can't respond. Their guns are only 11-inch. They're not as good of range, and the 6-inchers aren't going to be too great either. These dreads are new. Newer than theirs. Not as fast. Not as big either, I think. They're almost as big, actually, but they're a lot newer, and they have an amazing belt. Way better belt than these guys have. Ooh, but their guns are actually even larger. Wow, dude, they always have us beat in the gun department. This looks like... This looks like a attempt at a flotilla attack. Light cruisers. Can I assign you a target? No, that would be too easy, right? So let's... Can we... Can I get you guys past these big boys here? I have to find out. Because I would like to have these light cruisers kind of jut out in front. And yeah, start shooting those destroyers coming in. Maybe they don't have to jut out in front to pull it off, but either those are torpedoes away or the light cruisers have chased them off. I can't really tell. Either way, the actual dreads do have range to keep firing. The Italians, I think they're just running away at this point. I think they're just completely running away at this point. Okay, you go back into your role, AI control. And you're turning into the pre-dreads. That is incredible. I can't stand the way the AI path finds. Yeah, no, I think they're just running away. I don't think they're going to really fight us anymore. Let's turn to the right. We have glare. It says we have glare affecting our shooting. I think that's only a problem before radar. Yeah, they're running away. They're cowards. We have any objectives? No, it was just a fleet battle. Well, I hope we did more damage than them. Their guns were bigger. But judging by the fact that they're running away, I'm assuming that's good for us. It's nighttime, so they might get the balls to come back, but either way, I'm just going to sail back up to Pola. We're going to go at cruise speed, which is not too much different than max speed. We'll see if they decide to try to come up behind us. All right, this is the end result. A dread took some light damage. A pre-dread took some light damage. We dealt light damage to 2 of their dreads. We did heavy damage and medium damage to a destroyer. Overall, we did more damage. So, they protected some merchants, so that's a big boost of points for them, but we still got way more points than they did. So, a marginal victory for us. Still, the VPs really add up. Commander published a periodical, criticizing the cautious nature of our current Navy doctrine. Excuse me? He's rather blunt. He went too far. We get prestige, and he leaves the service. We don't even know how good he is. Prestige minus, it looks like. It's weird. Sometimes they put these weird. Sometimes they put the effect to the right, sometimes to the left. It's not always consistent. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what this is. So, Austria Hungary has this effect. I wonder if I could see it here. I'm not sure. But they're cautious. Yeah, right here, cautious. So, if they do really poorly in a war, like if they start losing a lot of stuff, that's bad. So, we could get rid of this. If I agree with him, we would just trade prestige. We'd trade a bunch of prestige to get rid of the cautious trait. This only really matters if we start getting our asses beat. So I'm reading in the manual. Cautious. AI-controlled forces will be cautious in battles. Player risks extra prestige loss on losing battles or capital ships. Okay. We don't usually lose battles, and we don't lose capital ships, but the AI-controlled forces being cautious, I mean, that's like good and it's bad. It's weird. We have 47 prestige. Getting rid of the risk of losing extra prestige when we lose cap ships, which I feel like is bound to happen once planes become more and more a big thing. I feel like just paying the prestige now while we have extra is probably going to be good. So yeah, we'll gain crew quality. Okay. We'll lose a bunch of prestige, maybe just 2, maybe more. It's not always very specific. And we no longer have cautious trait. I'll take it. Yep. Use of bolder tactics celebrated by officers and men in the Navy. Crew quality and morale improves. Very good during war. A corvette sank the enemy submarine in the Mediterranean, and one of our corvettes was sunk by a mine. Oh, dear. So they have mines. The mines have begun. We're going to have to respond to that. Blockaded the enemy still, though. We're having some of our merchants sank still as well. But we're winning every battle. So that's pretty good. Fleet morale is 1. Oh, what is this? Also, I think Russia's very close to entering the war because our tension with them is all of a sudden 10. So we may be at war with them soon. Japan's tensions with Russia are dropping, and it's still pretty high with America. We may end up in a 3v3 war. This might become a world war very, very soon. Oh, it's funny, our corvette that got sank, that was one of our only minesweepers. Well, now we know we need to build more, but we are out of time for this episode. So the war with Italy is gonna have to continue on the next one.